I want you to tell me the truth.
It's just something I wouldn't know what to tell you. Me gustaría que me diga la verdad.
I know how much money
Solo usted sabe
all
cuánto dinero
sources.
ganas.
I want you to understand that if you continue with this, I will put you in jail. Good morning, ma'am. You are Yurisbel Perez Leyva.
Yes.
Ma'am, you're charged with prostitution. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On November 1st, 2024, officers were working in an undercover capacity while conducting a vice investigation at Glamour Girls, a sexual-oriented business located at 14428 Hempstead Road in Harris County, Texas. While inside, officer was approached by the defendant. The two engaged in a conversation that turned sexual in nature. The defendant asked the officer if he wanted to go to the VIP room in return for $120. When officer asked what it would include, the defendant replied, "Me." Officer told the defendant that he wanted to fuck, and the defendant smiled at him and said, "Okay, everything for $400. The defendant agreed to have straight sex with the officer for a fee of $400.
Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm going to order you as a condition of your bond not to engage in like-kind activity. If I find that you continue with this, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Okay.
Would you like to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am? Okay, we will give you an application. I need to know how much money you make a month. I will take a look at it. And then if you qualify, I will give you a lawyer today. I'll have you sign a receipt with Victoria, and then we will have you take a seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. Otherwise, I'll issue a warrant for your arrest. When you apply for a court-appointed lawyer, you have to qualify. If you make too much money, you just don't qualify. In the affidavit you filled out, you're stating that you make $8,000 a month.
Yes, sir.
This is true.
Que eso es verdad.
Don't qualify
No
for an appointed
califica para un
lawyer,
abogado
ma'am.
de oficio. Quedan más tiempo. No, solo mire el juez, por favor.
You really make $8,000
¿Ya
a
gana
month?
$8,000 por mes?
Es que eso es algo que no,
Solo mire el juez. Y
que
hable
no
con él.
sabría decirle porque
I want you to tell me the truth.
It's just something I wouldn't know what to tell you. Me gustaría que me diga la verdad.
I know how much money
Solo usted sabe
all
cuánto dinero
sources.
gana.
I just need you to tell me the truth. Do you really make $8,000 a
¿Ya
month?
gana como $8,000 por mes?
es que no sabría decirle porque no sé exactamente qué hago por día. Varía, en el día puedo ser exactamente $100, depende.
Well, le pido por favor que no me mire a mí, solo mire el juez. I couldn't tell you with any certainty because it varies, my income from day to day. I could make on one day $100, but it depends.
I don't want you to engage in this
Yo no quiero
behavior
que se involucre en
anymore.
este comportamiento ya más.
I want you to understand
Yo
that
quiero
if you
que usted
continue
entienda
with this,
que
I will
usted
put you in
continúa
jail.
con esto, no va a
You are
poner en
not
la
allowed
cárcel.
to continue
Y
with
no
this type of
va a poder continuar con ese tipo de
income, so to speak. Do you understand?
si ¿usted entiende?
Ujú.
Tiene que hablar.
Knowing that.
Señor, tiene que hablar.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Knowing that,
Sabiendo eso,
what kind of income do you have coming in? Are you married?
¿qué ingreso tienes? ¿Eres casada?
Sí,
Yes.
What is your husband?
¿A qué se dedica su esposo?
estamos casados, pero no mantengo una relación con él.
I'm married, but I don't maintain a relationship with him.
Get any income from
¿Usted
him?
recibe ingreso de parte de él?
No.
No.
Do you have children?
¿Usted tiene hijos?
Sí, pero en Cuba.
Yes, but in Cuba.
Guess what we can do is I can send you home with an application and you take time, think about it, but I need to know
Yo
what your
necesito
true
saber
income is.
en realidad cuál es su
And
verdadero
then if you
ingreso.
qualify, we'll give you a lawyer, but I really need to know what your income is. And
Ya necesito saber.
8,000, just you don't
8,000.
qualify. So I'll send you with one, but I want you to understand, you're not to engage in this behavior.
Se puede involucrar en esa
So when you fill out this application, it's not taking this into account.
consideración.
Do you understand?
¿Se entendió?
Sí, señor.
No more of this.
Ya no más de esto.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. Please.
Pase a la izquierda, por favor. Agarre su bolsa.
What stands out here isn't just the charge, it's the moment the conversation shifts from allegations to accountability. The judge isn't chasing dramatic sound bites. He's trying to answer a very simple question: what is actually true? Watch how quickly certainty disappears when income enters the discussion. A person who confidently reports making thousands of dollars every month suddenly struggles to explain where that number came from. That's where courtroom pressure becomes different from everyday conversation. In court, vague answers have consequences. You can almost feel the judge trying to separate reality from convenience. Not because he's interested in embarrassing anyone, but because the system depends on accurate information. Every decision that follows depends on whether the facts being presented are genuine. And then comes the warning, not a suggestion, not a recommendation, a warning: stop the behavior, stop now. That's the moment viewers should pay attention to. Courtrooms are filled with people who believed they could keep doing the same thing without consequences. Eventually, that assumption collides with reality. The question isn't whether the judge sounded tough. The question is whether the person standing before him truly understands what happens when warnings are ignored repeatedly.
All right, you are Antonio Vasquez Perez. Shh. You were charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 2 days that you've done. You need to understand, sir, that this charge will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. If you were ever pulled over in a car and an officer comes to you and they smell alcohol, they're going to look at your record. They're going to see a prior DWI. What do you think they're going to do to you?
They'll grab me and take me to jail.
What we're doing today, from now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. If you are not in this country with permission and you go to jail for that kind of time, you will get an immigration detainer. So if I were you, I would never get in a car, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, because you are almost guaranteeing a bad outcome. Do you understand?
Yes.
You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Shh. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. It will go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is what you want to do.
¿Sé lo que se quiere hacer? Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty, send it you to the agreement. Mr. Vasquez Perez, what do you do for a living?
¿A qué se dedica?
Más trabajo.
¿Qué tipo?
Nada.
Remodeling windows.
And how much money do you make a month?
This exchange feels less like punishment and more like a final opportunity before disaster becomes unavoidable. The judge isn't simply accepting a plea and moving on. He's painting a picture of the future, a future where one bad decision multiplies into consequences that are much bigger than the original mistake. Notice how direct he becomes when discussing alcohol and driving. There is no mystery, no gray area, no complicated legal theory. The message is simple. If you repeat this behavior, the penalties become dramatically worse. What makes this moment powerful is that the judge isn't talking about something hypothetical. He's speaking from experience. He's seen people return to court again and again after promising themselves it would never happen another time. The irony is impossible to miss. Someone receives a second chance while simultaneously being shown exactly how easily that second chance can disappear. Many viewers focus only on the sentence, but the real story is the warning attached to it. The judge is practically handing over a roadmap showing where future mistakes will lead. Whether that roadmap gets followed is entirely up to the defendant, and that's what makes these moments fascinating. The courtroom can explain consequences, it cannot force people to avoid them.
2,000 a month?
Per minute.
Yes, Your Honor.
I gotta do what about the fee?
He doesn't have a driver's license. I think at $2,000 a month. I don't know if that's net or gross. And then
Anytime someone's arrested without a license, they create a number for them to be able to put them in. So he has a license number now.
yes. Yes. So can we ask him if that's his net or his gross? please?
Y eso es ingresos antes o después de impuestos. How's that?
Eso es lo que es limpio. Eso es lo que gana limpio.
Lo que gana después de haber pagado impuestos, lo que le queda.
Sí.
Yes.
¿Y cuánto tienen niños, hijos?
No, no.
No. Okay. There we go.
The reason this is important, Mr. Vasquez Perez, is because every time you pick up a DWI, especially with a 0.15 or above, it is true that you had a 0.15, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to understand that I will do one thing for you here. You will be required to pay court costs, but I will waive the DPS fine, fees, and surcharges. You're gonna go out of here you're going to be required to pay around $400, but I'm waiving around $4,500 in fines and fees and surcharges. If you come back on a second DWI, you will be looking at around $7,000 to $8,000 in fines and fees and surcharges. So get ready. If you act like a child, then we'll treat you like a child and put you up on my knee and spank you like a little child with jail time and a ton of money that you're going to be responsible for. All we ask is don't get into a car if you're drinking. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
4,500, I'll pay for the rest. Yeah, but and true to the enhancement. What is the one thing I asked you not to do? And what happened? A slip up is perhaps one time. You have multiple times. That's not just a slip up. That's, I don't care, I'm gonna do it. Guess what happens now? Goes with you.
He understands. I talked to him second half again.
Tell him to go ahead.
Stephen, don't send it down. I'm back in an hour. I'll text you.
Okay.
All right.